What's up, YouTube? What's up? So by now you didn't saw the video where Isaiah Thomas was on NBA Network and he had a problem with LeBron James um, being out in skin and bare chest and with a do-rag on his head, and he said, "Why are you coming to the basketball gym dressed that way?" I think that there is a lack of professionalism. I don't know where they went back to what happened to the decorum. You know, David Stern had rules. Adam Silver definitely loosened it up. Cats used to wear suits. Coaches used to look like coaches. you know, uh, when I see JJ Redick, for instance, he looks like he's like one of those cats that's working at one of those hotel lodges where they kind of how do I say it? Hotel, like he's kind of on the promenade deck. It's a real Joe casual. It doesn't look like a head coach. There is a lack of professional decorum with wearing good clothing. You paid good money, you should look the role. You know, Cash used to look the role. It used to be. I know somebody gonna come in and say Iverson with his imagery, and David Stern said, "Yo, you gotta rock some suits." Kobe was rocking the throwbacks, rock suits. Everybody stepped their game up. And I think that's the problem because you go into a sense of professionalism. You know, and I think that's another thing with the way the play is. Cats are blase. They're not treating it like a business trip. They're treating it like they, cookout, badminton, just chilling. And there is a lack of decorum. There's a lack of style. Cats gotta should step their game up. I don't have a problem. What I liked about the Super Bowl, Jalen Hurts and Mahomes were both decked out when they went in. That's the way it's supposed to be. You know, it's not about conservative or being open. It's just about looking like you belong. You're getting paid X amount of money, and you're coming to said events. You should have some decorum. You should have some style. You should have some grace and some class. See, the problem is that people be cookie cuddled, and so everybody's treating it like they all coming to the cookout. They all treating it like this is just. And cats wear a nice cut, wear dress up, come correct. That's not asking too much. It really ain't. And you really can't tell. What's because that the presentation does mean a lot, especially when you can afford it. I can understand, well, even a rookie ceremony, you can afford a nice cut of clothing. I can understand it. You were on your budget and you had to buy somebody's hand-me-downs, but you're living good. You should come and present yourself as such. There's no excuse for not. There's no excuse for not. you know, Cats could be walking around with some flip flops and,